Do you know why the McFlurry spoon is shaped the way it is? What about those tiny dots in your microwave? Have you ever taken off the knobs on your stove and noticed what's underneath? Sometimes the things we use in our daily lives aren't as straightforward as they seem. There are reasons these and many other devices and gadgets are the way they are. I'm Mike with List 25, and in this video you may just learn a thing or two as we explore 25 everyday objects with secret unused features. But before we begin, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. Mean it really helps the channel. Alright, let's go explore everyday objects. Are you still there? Come on, what are you doing? Let's go. 25. The small drawer beneath the oven is a warming drawer. Have you been using your oven wrong your whole life? Maybe. The little drawer under the stove is where nearly everyone I know keeps their pots and pans. But as it turns out, we're all doing it wrong. That drawer isn't for storage. For many ovens, that's a warming drawer. After you're done messing up your stovetop and baking in the oven, you can throw the food in there to keep it warm while you're waiting for dinner to be served. Who knew you had the ability to act like a restaurant and keep things hot while waiting for the rest of your food to cook? It's a neat little feature that could really change the dinner party game. 24. Marking 12M near a picture of an open jar on cosmetics packaging. Did you know that almost all your makeup lotions and potions expire? And the bottle tells you how long you have to use them before you should throw them away? Too many people have no idea that the 12M marking on the bottle is there to indicate the product's shelf life. This smart little symbol shows you exactly how long the formula will hold up to its promises, and how long the preservatives will keep the product fresh. Often ignored, especially when you've spent $100 on an eyeshadow palette you're definitely not going to get through in a year, the period after opening is important to pay attention to, especially if you have sensitive skin. You may want to take a journey through your makeup bag and through your bathroom vanity to see if there are any things in there that expired way too long ago. 23. The top of applesauce can be easily turned into a spoon. You know those single-serving applesauces we love to throw in our lunchboxes? It turns out you don't need to pack a plastic spoon with it. The foil lid is designed to be folded and shaped into a makeshift spoon. Okay, sure, an actual spoon would be nice, but hey, if you ever forget one or can't find one, this is the next best option. No need to dirty up your fingers or try to squeeze it in your mouth like a Go-Gurt. Talk about convenience. God, where was this info when I was a kid? 22. The black dots on the microwave door are actually crucial. You'll be hard-pressed to find a house in this day and age that doesn't have a microwave. It's a kitchen staple and widely available in all sorts of sizes and colors. No matter the brand though, they all have one thing in common. The metal casing and mesh they keep their users safe. Those black dots on the door aren't just there to make your microwave look like a baddie. While they do look cool, they also serve a purpose. They're part of the Faraday cage. That mesh is spaced with precision to keep the radiation in while also allowing you to watch your food spin around on that fancy glass plate. This stops the microwave from cooking you while it heats up your dish. 21. The McFlurry spoon snaps into the machine as a mixer. Leave it to McDonald's to be innovative. Okay, sure, they don't really seem to keep those ice cream machines working as often as we need them to, but when they do, their soft serve is truly elite, as are their McFlurries. Who doesn't love the Oreo one? It's a classic. Did you know the accompanying spoon serves a hidden purpose? It's not just there to shovel that delicious treat into your face. The little square at the top is actually designed to snap into the mixer. How nice that it helps make your food and feed it to you. Win-win, right? Also, what a great way to double its purpose and reduce waste. What's your favorite McFlurry flavor? Reese's? Do they still have Reese's? Or I think everyone's shrinkflating now, so I think it's probably down to like M&M's and Oreo. I think they used to have Reese's. Let me know. 20. Food storage containers have a volume measurement indicator. We all know them, we all have them, and we all use them daily. I'm talking about plastic food containers. They're durable, they're stackable, and they keep those leftovers fresh for days. But are you aware that there's a not-so-hidden function that many people ignore? If you look closely at most major brands, there are measurement units on the side of your container. Most often, you'll find markings in liters or quarts to show you exactly how much food or liquid you're trying to store. Talk about handy. What would also be super helpful is if they put flashing lights on the lid so when you shove them into the back of your fridge, it'll alert you when it's about to spoil before you're scared by opening it up and you just end up throwing away the whole thing anyway. If there are any inventors out there, take that and run with it. It's yours. You're welcome. 9. The 2 buttons on your cuffs have a purpose. Are you actually using those buttons on your shirt cuff the right way? Probably not. Hear me out, because this one may have you questioning every time you've put on a button-down shirt that was too tight around your wrists and you didn't do anything about it. Those barrel cuffs aren't meant to be done up the same way on both arms, unless you want them to. As it turns out, the buttons are designed to be worn differently depending on the thickness of your wrists. That first button is for when you want them tight, and the outer one is for your stronger, dominant arm to have some wiggle room. Buttoning them accordingly actually makes your shirt look better and more symmetrical. Cupcake case ridges are there for a reason. Making cupcakes is fun, but it's also kind of a science and an art form, right down to the little cupcake cups. They aren't just used to make the cupcakes look adorable or to make sure your little cake doesn't get the sides stuck to the pan. Those ridges on the cups are there for structural purposes. They insulate the sides of your little cupcakes from getting burnt, but they also prevent the weight of the batter from collapsing onto itself. Have you ever had that happen? Because I have, and let me tell you, it is a mess. Who knew a little piece of paper could do so much and be so cute at the same time? 17. Some reusable water bottle lids hide a pressure release valve. Want water on the go but don't like flat, normal, boring water? There are several companies that have the solution to bringing fizzy water on the go. You can have your bubbles and drink them too. Systems like Tiger Bubble Logic and Ferment Mate relief caps are designed to automatically vent excessive pressure that'll gradually release the gas when the cap is opened to make sure it doesn't end up all over you. This is a game changer for those of you who enjoy making your own kombucha. Imagine how much easier it'll be for your container to vent itself instead of finding the exploding bottle in the cupboard that you forgot about for weeks. You haven't had that happen? Well, lucky you, I guess. 16. Oven knobs aren't just to turn it on. Have you ever wondered why your food is burning no matter what temperature you use? Well, maybe your oven isn't calibrated properly. No, you don't need to call a repairman. Chances are your stove will tell you how to do a quick fix. The knobs on your stove have all the answers on how to do it yourself. If you go to your stove and pull off the little oven knobs, most will have calibration markings that allow you to fine-tune the temperature settings if you find things aren't working the way they should. So the next time you're deep cleaning those knobs, check to see if your oven has this fantastic feature. It could save you a lot of frustration in the long run. 15. Rain jackets with armpit zippers are for ventilation. Have you ever been walking in the rain wearing your waterproof jacket, but you're also sweating so bad you were scared to take your coat off? Rain jackets save our outfits from getting ruined in a downpour, which is great, but they can also be hotter than the surface of the sun. That plastic is unforgiving and, well, sweltering. Unless, of course, you get one with armpit zippers. These handy little zippers can be a lifesaver when pit stains just aren't an option. You can open them up and stay dry while also getting air in there to save your antiperspirant from working overtime. 14. What's that small button on your jeans for? Have you ever put on your jeans and wondered why there's that small metal button on the pocket corner? What's it for? Is it just decoration? If you thought they were there just to be pretty, no, you're wrong. They actually do serve an important purpose. The rivets aren't just there to look cool. They reinforce stress points where the denim is most likely to tear. This innovation was brought to the world by Levi Strauss and Jacob Davies in the 1800s to help miners and workers keep their jeans more durable and not rip apart at the seams while they were doing backbreaking labor. This cool little feature is still standard today, and you can thank them for your pants not getting holes where holes don't belong. 13. The margins in notebooks weren't just for neatness. This weird little fun fact will probably give you the ick, but since I had to know this, well, you do too. This one has to do with the margins of your notebook. We've all been taught it was there to add some neatness to the page, but that's not actually why they were added originally. And the real reason is so far out of left field, it may just have your jaw on the floor. Back in the day, margins weren't just added as a cute little buffer zone or somewhere to add some side notes. Nope, they were added so that when rats nibbled on the books, they wouldn't destroy the note. Yeah, you heard me right. They were added so pests who love the taste of paper, by the way, wouldn't completely decimate your work while chewing on the edges. 12. The faint strop of holes in the packs of paper has an important purpose. Speaking of paper, let's get into another little doozy about how we package printer paper. When you open the box to pull out a fresh pack, have you ever noticed these tiny holes in the packaging? Well, that's not there by defect. These holes are micro perforations that allow air to escape during high-speed printing. This is especially important when using industrial and continuous feed printers. Without these holes, paper wouldn't run half as smoothly through the machine and would cause enough jams to drive you absolutely bonkers, and uneven stacking. Printers and their users should thank the person who dreamed up this ingenious solution. I mean, imagine all the headaches they've saved us over the years. 11. You're peeling sticky notes wrong. You know them, you love them, but once again, this iconic office item is something you're using wrong. I'm talking about sticky notes. I mean, how could you possibly be using them wrong, you ask? Well, if you tear them apart, bottom to top, stop. Just stop. The proper way is to peel them sideways. Hear me out. When you take them off bottom to top, it causes too much tension on the adhesive, which is why your sticky notes curl and you end up with messy notes that get tossed in the trash. But if you slide them sideways, it keeps the little notes straight and will stay smooth when you stick it to a surface. You can thank me later for helping you clean up your desk. 10. Shampoo bottle ridges help you in the shower. Have you ever grabbed your shampoo bottle and wondered why there are bumps or ridges on the cap, but there aren't any on the conditioner bottle? Those aren't just there to be there. They serve as tactile markers that allow you to tell which bottle is which when you have shampoo in your eyes. This feature is especially important for those with visual impairments to know which one they're grabbing. If you reach out and feel ridges, you know you're cleaning your scalp. If the bottle you snatch up has a smooth cap, it's conditioner time. 9. Razor blades have an extra layer of protection. There is nothing worse than realizing your razor is dull as dirt, especially when it seems to dull way too fast. You may be surprised to learn that the razor coming into contact with your whiskers isn't the only reason your razor is losing life. It can also go dull by not drying properly, so keep it away from water when it's not in use. Try even storing it in your sink instead of somewhere in your shower. Thankfully, you won't get too hurt even if your razor is starting to dull its shine. Most major brands have a coating made of either platinum or chromium to provide lubrication, prevent rust, and prevent friction and snagging. It's when you keep using your razor when that starts to wear off that you really have to worry, and get some band-aids ready. 8. Dental floss containers have built-in cutters. Have you been overlooking something that can save you a whole lot of time and effort when you do your dental routine? Well, most people have opened up a fresh pack of dental floss and immediately know what that little metal piece is for. Others have yet to catch on. That sharp little bit isn't there for decoration. It's a cutter so you can slice off the perfect amount of floss every single time. Gone are the days of grabbing scissors, tearing, tugging, stretching, or using your chompers to get the job done. A little flick through the sharpener tool, and you're good to go. There. Now you don't have a reason to skip flossing. You're welcome. 7. Stylus tips often hide replacement nibs inside the cap. Nearly everyone with a tablet or an iPad has a stylus tip to go with it, especially if you enjoy digital art. But did you realize they almost always come with replacement tips? Some are obvious and stored out in the open in their pen case or stands, but others may not be so easy to find. Some companies like Samsung with their S Pen hide the spares in the cap. These are at the tip of your cap. Once you open it, you'll find quite a few replacements, and it's super easy to use them. All you need to do is grab the metal nib removing tool. You can remove the current tip and put on the new one, straight into the barrel of the pen. No need to run to the store for a new stylus. 6. Smoke alarms often have a test/hush button for silencing. One of the loudest moments in life is every 6 months when you have to test out your smoke alarms to make sure they're still in good working order. It's annoying, it's obnoxious, and it's a headache-worthy chore that makes your ears ring. But for some models, it doesn't need to be like that at all. Most smoke detectors nowadays come with a test or hush button. Pressing it briefly will keep the unit quiet while you check it out. And not just that, but you can use it when you burn your cooking and fill the house with smoke. Much easier than beating it with a broom handle or waving a tea towel at it. Don't worry, your safety will remain intact. It'll go into hush mode and give you enough time to clean up a cooking disaster, and will then reset to warn you of any real danger. 5. Are you using bobby pins properly? Bobby pins are one of the most commonly used hair tools, but are you using them the right way? Those ridges on the pins are used to provide extra grip and lock your strands into place. However, there's a right and a wrong way to use them for maximum impact. The ribbed side is the one that goes against the scalp. This allows those ridges to truly grab onto your locks and keep them where you want them. If you go ridge side up, those bobby pins may slip and slide right out of your updo. 4. Plastic rings for bottles. I've talked about reusable bottles, but now I have to talk about your regular, everyday water bottle you can buy at the convenience store, grocery store, or hot dog stand on the corner. We all know to check to see if that plastic ring is intact to make sure no one's opened it or drank out of it. But that ring also serves another purpose. If you keep it on the bottle, it prevents you from accidentally unscrewing the cap and pouring it all over yourself. And it helps keep the bottles stable when they're getting filled, especially when they're used for carbonated beverages like soda. So maybe stop removing them if you don't plan on chugging your drink in one go. 3. The small buttons on a seatbelt. Ever put your seatbelt on and wondered what that tiny button that usually sits in the middle of your lap is for? No, it's not for the vibes. It's actually called a seatbelt stopper or retainer stopper. It prevents the metal latch plate from sliding down the belt and becoming unreachable. Without this, you'd be forever looking for your latch plate. And most of the time, it would probably be on the floor. I mean, who wants to go through all that and have to adjust their belt every single time they fasten their seatbelt? Yeah, no thanks. 2. The hole in Lollipop sticks prevents choking. Now it's time we talk about a sweet treat that's hard to beat. The Lollipop. Have you ever noticed that most of the good ones have a hole near the top? Well, that serves 2 purposes. The first one is that during the manufacturing process, the candy flows into the hole, hardens, and anchors the candy to the stick. But that's not the most important purpose. Way more importantly, this is a safety measure to prevent children from dying if they were to swallow the lolly and get it stuck in their throat. While the hole may not seem like much, it allows air to pass through it and will keep your child able to breathe while you search for help. 1. Credit cards have holograms for good reason. Our last fun fact has to do with credit cards. In the 80s, these cards got a major glow up with the addition of holograms. And these aren't just there for shine and flare. The holograms serve as a high-tech security feature to stop scammers from making counterfeit cards. The genius behind it is that holograms are refractive, not just reflective, which makes them incredibly hard to copy. Real ones look almost alive and shift as you move the card. You can spot a fake because they almost always look flat, or like someone slapped a shiny sticker on them and called it a day. For those of you with a Visa, you'll see a fluttering dove, and MasterCard users are rocking interlocking globes. So, did you learn something new in this video? Tell me your favorite fun fact below and let's see which one surprised everyone the most. And if you liked this one, make sure to check out our other video, 25 everyday items with secret functions you didn't know about, for even more. Now, for some trivia fun. I talked about seatbelts in this video, but do you know the year the first 3-point belt went into cars? I'll give you a hint. It was actually Volvo that did it. We're using the honor system, so I trust you not to Google it. Was it A, 1943, B, 1948, C, 1955, or D, 1958? And that's it for today, friends. But before you leave, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell, comments, do everything so you get notified every time a new video comes out. And I'll catch you in the next one.